Good morning. Hello, everybody. Dear panelists, dear colleagues, dear attendants, and dear fellows from our YouTube channel. It's with a pleasure to launch this program that subscribed on the action plan for theory, National Center on Southern Issues on Water and Energy under the Qatar University, which titled Public-Private Partnership and the MENA region as a need for sustainable development. As you know, investment for sustainable development throughout public-private partnership offering several opportunities, and it could be a panorama of opportunities. And with the adoption of the agenda of National Unity 2030 for sustainable development goals, the treaty, the private partnership, have become even more prominent. So it's always advisable to include the private sector on the design of policy investment and the economic tools for the carbon market legislation, etc. So today we try to bring together several experts from several sector. And throughout the agenda, we have like 3 rounds. Yes. So the first round, it comes from program manager, was represented by Dr. Mohammed Ahmed Rawi, as he is the project and the policy officer of the MENA program, the famous program launched at Mediterranean level since 2018 of partnership and collaboration. We have in the private sector Teresa Pierres as a research development project coordinator in the Azul company that is based in Spain, and we have some in civil company in Morocco too. And I'm with Dr. Karim from ISPA from Lebanon too. This is the first round. Then we'll move to the second round from some experts abroad, this region. One from India, Mr. Humar, and another from Kosovo, and the third from Canada, to inspire from other experience abroad the MENA region. The last round was from academicians' policy, but not only academicians are responsible for structure. There is Professor Laila Mandi as the director of the center that organized or underhosts this paper round. And there is Professor Steve Abdelkader from Tunisia, it is with us here in face to face in the project, and also we need for a few minutes to host Professor Nisbal Khayat, the director of the City of Innovation, and last and not least, Professor Akram from Lebanon as an expert in implementing Nexus for the sector to get a realistic idea about the implementing 3P, how it could improve SDGs implementing goals, and we see the challenge and opportunity that could be caused by this language. So I will start by Dr. Mohammed Waghi. Dr. Mohammed, if you hear us, the floor is yours. You want to share your slide? I can stop mine. Okay.
Is to give you a quick overview about what this MENA program for those who never know before or before about this program. Some years ago, the European Commission and the Mediterranean countries, they had deep discussion to agree on the common challenges facing the Mediterranean, such as the climate change. We all know that our region is one of the most vulnerable regions affected by the global warming. The high population growth rate, which reflects on one of the highest unemployment rates, especially among the most marginalized groups such as women and youth. In addition to the classic problems such as food security, water scarcity, and energy efficiency during biodiversity and others. So in 2017, they came to an agreement to launch the program called the PRIMA, which is a partnership program with a joint funding between the European Commission and 19 participating states. Very briefly, the structure of the program has 2 pillars or 2 sections. Section 1, which is directly funded by the European Commission with a total investment 220 million euro. We are applying the rule of the EU for the participation. And Section 2, which is directly funded by the national funding agencies of those 19 14 premium participating states, such as Morocco, Egypt, Tunisia, and others, with a total investment 274 billion euros. This is a very important slide because I will come later to the challenges facing private-public partnership in our country. So the total investment of the PRIMA program as a whole, it will last for 10 years, starting from 2018 till 2028, with a total investment half billion euro, and we are focused on 4 thematic areas: the water, farming, the agri-food, and the welfare nexus, without forgetting for sure the cross-cutting actions such as the public-private partnership, the stakeholder engagement, digital revolution, and the capacity building. For all PRIMA projects, for all goals, every year we always link our topics with the SDGs, with the set of the Sustainable Development Goals, and we ask our applicants, coordinators to add their project and to make them align to these specific SDGs. This is the analysis or the analytical tool that we developed. You can go to the PRIMA website and you can start playing with this analytical tool and to filter to see the projects funded and so on. So far, after the first 5 cycles, we managed to fund up to 202 projects with a total investment 286 million euros. One of the key indicators that we always love to present on our presentation and conferences is the number of the beneficiaries or the partners or the organizations that they are working together. So far we have 1,914 public-private organizations all over the Mediterranean and the EU cooperate together in order to find solutions to these societal challenges in the region. Now let's zoom more a bit on the private engagement in the PRIMA. After 5 cycles, we have 26% of the beneficiaries or the organizations are from the private sector, and they receive up to 20% of the budget. And regarding to the coordinators or the coordination, it is only 11% of all PRIMA coordinators are from the private sector. For the non-EU participating states, or what we call it the MENA or the Mediterranean partner countries, which is like Egypt, Jordan, Morocco, Israel, Tunisia, Turkey, and others from the southern and eastern part of the Mediterranean. In section 1, where we are applying purely EU regulations, we witnessed that 26% of the budget goes to the private sector, while in section 2, where we are applying the national regulations of our countries, only 7% of the budget goes to the private sector, and the same more or less ratio or percentages for the SMEs participation. 12% for the SME of the budget of section 1 goes to the SMEs, and only 3% of the budget goes to the SMEs for section 2. This highlights one of the most inherited problems that we have in our countries, which is access to finance to the private and to the business sector. So for the public-private partnership that we have, we all witness, or we can list down some of the key challenges facing this private-public partnership in our countries, such as the political instability, triggered from unhealthy or unaffordable, unsustainable regulations, problem in the capacity and lack of the infrastructure, financial problems as well, especially during the COVID and the political conflicts that we have, such as the Russian-Ukrainian war and the classic socio-economic problems. All these challenges and problems are affected and interlinked together, so it is important to have them as a package, not just to focus on one dimension and forget the others. And the last 2 slides, I will just highlight the importance of the regulations. That we know that after 5 years, we analyzed the private sector in the Arab countries and the non-Arab countries in the PRIMA countries, and we listed down some of what we call the best practices or success models that we will discuss with the national funding agencies in Egypt, Tunisia, and so on in weeks in order to solve this issue. Based on previous success story that we have with them, that the best solution can be when you pointed out the problem is to mention as well some solutions or actions that they can consider. So we analyzed the success practices of European participating states, and we come up with some successful models, such as in Italy, for instance. It is open for everybody. Like if you are a private or a public Italian organization, you can access this research and innovation national grants with no restriction. There's another example, which is France, that you apply together. If you are a private company or an SME or a startup, you are eligible to apply to the French National Funding Agency, which is the ANR, but you have to be joining with a public French unit to join and to consider eligible. In Spain, they split this, so they have a specific national funding agency with the Spanish public organizations, and they have another Spanish public agency for the Spanish private companies, startups, and SMEs. The last example that we analyzed, which is Turkey. The Turkish model, that they have a co-funding. So if you are a small enterprise or an SME or a startup, the National Funding Agency in Turkey, which is TOPİTAK, they can fund you up to 75% of your budget, and you have to secure the 25 remaining percentage from other sources of funds. If you are a big Turkish enterprise or company, so in this case it will be like cost sharing 50-50%. As I said, that in the next week we will have a deep discussion with the national funding agencies in the Arab states, and we hope by October this year that we will announce during the ESCWA upcoming Arab Summit SMEs in the Marrakesh in October this year. We hope to announce a significant change in our national regulations in the Arab states, and to make it more accessible and affordable to the private sector and to the business companies. Thank you so much for your attention, and in case if you have any questions, so back to you, please. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Mohammed, for inspiring talk. We will keep questions until the last of this session, after the intervention of the Azure company and the Dr. Agency. Thank you again. We will back to you soon. Thank you. So now we will move to the second intervention, is for the Azure company as a private sector that will have a project in PRIMA program, Cyclica, that was coordinated by the Spain group. So Mr. Francisco or Teresa, the floor is yours to talk. Thank you.
Hello everyone. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Francisco Gabriel García Calvo, and I'm Export Area Manager for mainly Africa in Azure company. Together with me is Mrs. Teresa Munuera, who is responsible for all the R&D projects in Azure company. I will make a quick presentation for you, explaining a little bit about our company and the R&D projects we have currently. And then, of course, if you have any question in the question season, we can discuss for it. So let me try to share my screen with you very quickly. Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yes. Yes. Yes. All right.
All right. Perfect. So, yeah, first of all, I would like to tell you who we are. What is Azure? Okay, Azure belongs to a group of companies, and this group or holding is highly focused in the high-tech agriculture and in the improvement of the use of the water in the society in general. Okay. So, talking a little bit about the origin of the company, we are based in Murcia, in Spain. Many times you think that Spain is Europe and we have a lot of rains, but it's not the case in Spain. In the southeast of Spain, we have a very dry and severe climatic conditions, okay? And this is the reason why we learn to use every drop of water from a long time ago. A little bit about our track record. Okay, Azure was founded in 1989 in Murcia, as I told you, and we are now present in more than 90 countries around the world through our network sales. Okay, we manufacture in 5 different countries, and we have a consolidated number of employees of more than 500 people. About our vision, as you can read, the future of water is our slogan, and everything in a company is focused into the improvement of the use of the water in different levels of the society: agriculture, industrial, domestic, etc. And we have solutions for many types of water, not only for agriculture. Also, we touch sectors like the drinking water, the seawater, aggressive water, industrial, chlorinated, etc. Okay. And this is because we have three different divisions in our company. The first one is the irrigation and landscape. That is probably the division that is involved more in these R&D projects. But we have also another division for industrial filtration, and we have another division for water treatment. I will speak to you very quickly about every single division. In the irrigation solution division, we have a complete range of products adapted to improve the use of the water, and not only water, also fertilizer, and also digital farming. When we think about filtration, we have, as I told you, a filtration system for any type of water, not only fresh water, but also salty water, seawater, aggressive water, etc. And in water treatment division, what we do is mainly is containerized plants. Okay, we manufacture plug-and-play plants with different type of treatments like drinking water, desalination, reuse of the water, etc. Wastewater treatment, of course. And our system is a plug-and-play system. Speaking a little bit about our strategy, is highly based in 4 main points that are: the human team is very important for us, the R&D department that we will speak in depth later on, the productivity, organization and quality, and the internationalization of our sales network. Talking about the R&D department, I must tell you a little bit about our track record. As I told you, the company was founded in 1999, but several years later we start to have some patents and some new develops in products. Okay, we did make a lot of new development in products, etc. Since we did arrive to more or less 2015, in which we got an inflection point, and we did change from a more product-focused strategy in the R&D department to a more knowledge and cooperation strategy in the R&D department. Okay, and this is the reason why, since that period, we did start a lot of programs in cooperation with public entities as well. Program like the PEACH, that is a program of developing in the implementation of ecological strategies for sustainable production in stone fruits. Okay, Stella is another one that in which we are improving the manufacture of filtration system with the aid of laser. Okay, Civica, that we want to speak later on, also, etc. I mean, Sudipro, etc. Subalma. We have a lot of programs nowadays in cooperation. We're going to speak about some of them. About the collaboration, as I told you, we collaborate with many different entities, like the C in Spain, Sebas. We cooperate also with the Akdeniz University in Turkey, with the Kadi Ayad University in Morocco, the Ain Reed in Egypt, the University of Jilali Unama Kemis, sorry for my pronunciation, in Algeria, etc. Okay, as I told you, we cooperate with a lot of different entities. And we make R&D tests, not only internally in our suit, but also external tests on field in order to determine the performance of our product and to get conclusion and results at the end, to get knowledge. Okay. When talking about productivity, organization, and quality, I always play in the same way. In Azul, we have one strategy. When we go in the international market to buy one extrusion line, for example, we always go for the best one, the top range extrusion line for manufacture neck lines, for example. But it's just like to think in a car is like to buy a Ferrari. But you buy a Ferrari basic with no extras. Why? Because the extras are implemented in our facilities. We have a very strong engineering department able to introduce or implement a lot of technologies to those machinery that we buy on the international market. Okay. Let's talk now about our R&D projects, some of them, of course. Let's talk about Cyclica. Cyclica project is a project in cooperation in different countries in which what we are doing is studying one crop that is a very trending crop now, maybe because of the current conditions. I mean, you know, or probably most of you know, that in the Mediterranean countries, we are struggling with the water. We are suffering a very hard drought now, and we need to look for crops that resist this difficult weather condition. The carrot tree is one crop very well known by being a very rustic crop. Okay, it doesn't need too much supply of water. And until now, it was think that we can grow carrot tree without water, without any supply of water. But in this project, what we are doing is to learning that by applying a little bit of water, very, very small amount of water, but the point is how much in which moment, okay? And this is what we are learning in this project in order to improve the yields and the quality of the carrot, okay? So, our aim in Cyclica project, Cyclica, sorry, I forgot to tell you, it's a PRIMA project indeed. It's not just to research. I mean, it's to get knowledge and to implement this knowledge on the real life. I mean, it's not, as Teresa said, it's not to get the knowledge and put it in a box. No, we want to get the knowledge to implement in the real life and improve the life of the farmers and society in general at the end, okay? We work in this project with living lab, okay? Living lab that can be inside, okay, indoor, in which we make R&D and we test all different varieties, we test the performance of the system, etc. And also on the open field as well, of course. In open field, we work with subsurface drip irrigation in order to reduce even more the losses of water. I mean, to reduce the amount of water we apply by having the same yield, okay? So here you can see some pictures and some stuff, okay? So, Cyclica project is a project that involves many countries, not only in Spain, but also in Germany, Turkey, Morocco, in Egypt, and in Algeria, right? So at the end, and as a conclusion, Azul is a good value for the business in general because of the technology, the competitivity, the global project, and the brand value. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Francisco. Thank you for your presentation of the Azul company that explore a real partnership between public and private sector. And we'll be back to you soon. And we'll move to the next or the last introduction or talk in this first round. Is Mr. Karim from ESCO from Lebanon. Mr. Karim, the floor is yours. Yeah. Karim Hassan, yes, you hear me well. I think you are not in Lebanon now. Karim is one of the first youth that built a company or startup, the MENA Foundation, the MENA company in Cairo. and he was more active in climate and water treatment too. And now he is executive director in the research center at Esquire. Uh, yes, yes, we will tell you. Go ahead.
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm sorry that I'm talking to you from conference in Jakarta. But yeah, I'd like to review points of this meeting. It's a pleasure for me today to stand in front of you and discuss the topic of utmost importance in our globalized world, which is public-private partnerships. These partnerships for sustainable development will have lots of impact. Today, our focus is to explore how we can empower SMEs to empower all the SMEs, small and medium-sized enterprise through technology-enabled public partnership. Yeah, nowadays we live in a world that is basically integrated, where technology is no longer a luxury, but a necessity. It has become the level of economies, driving innovation and creating unpredicted opportunities for them. In this light, our entrepreneurs have an enormous untapped potential that needs to be harnessed to ensure their sustainable development. In the Arab world, SMEs account for over 90% of all business. They are the backbone of our economy, providing employment, fostering innovation, and contributing to the economic growth. Yet, they often face various challenges, including limited access to finance, inadequate technical skills, and outdated business practices. A large number of these enterprises still operate in traditional sectors with low technological integration and PPP. So the public-private partnership are collaborative efforts between government and private entities designed to bring about to bring people around the sustainability concept. They provide a framework for allowing governments to leverage private sector, the efficiency of SMEs, how to start their businesses, and how to scale their businesses up internationally. So I'd like actually to share with you that yes. But, exactly. That's so I just want to try to enhance the ability of our partnership. The technology is very complicated. We are doing that through our journey for supporting the development of method by identifying national demand. This is very and this is very important aspect for the area of public-private partnership to identify national demands and bring people around these demands. And also for inspiring and educating innovators and startups, in addition to by matching this national demand. Afterwards, commercialization to various domestic legislation and certification, in addition to providing business support and networking between the public and private sectors, and this will reflect on enhancing the performance of SMEs and helping them to scale up an international business. So to identify the national demand at CISCO, we created several tools for helping SMEs and also helping the governments in the region to draft their national strategies in the field of science, technology, and innovation, and we are running several community and policy dialogues where we bring together public and private partners together in this meeting. And then afterwards, we will identify the key priorities and the challenges in the region or in the specific countries, and then what would be the solutions or ideas that needed to be developed either by startups or young people or researchers like you attending this meeting, how to bring solutions to solve the national challenges. And then we have, do you see my screen? Yes? So do you see my presentation?
Yes.
Can you confirm, please?
Yes.
Okay, great. So then we have the second element, which is inspiring and educating innovators. And this is very important for young people to be inspired by existing businesses and technologies and ideas around either in the Arab region or in Morocco or around the globe. So we created several tools. We call them compendiums of technology. We can find them on VPARs, VEPAR, or you'll find lots of technology tools and business models in the field of agriculture, in the field of renewable energy, sustainable sanitation, and water management, and also we have a toolbox nowadays in the area of metaverse and extended reality. And recently we are also working on AI technologies and business models for entrepreneurs. So you can get the benefit out of these tools, and also, yeah, we would love with our partners to facilitate several workshops around the field of technology and entrepreneurship. And actually, we have, as you guys will probably already observed, we have our SME Summit that will take place in Marrakesh this year in Morocco on the 24th, from the 24th to the 26th of October. And yeah, we will have a specific track on building the capacities in the field of technology, green technology and business models. So it's an open invitation to all of you to attend these workshops in October. And then the third element, which is developing local solutions. And I believe that Saudi Arabia University will have an amazing innovation center. I have seen it myself. And yeah, it offers an integrated approach where having a knowledge and innovation community center, they have an innovation space, you have it's connected with research labs and also business incubation facilities, where this can bring all the needed people together and the ecosystem together to support innovators and entrepreneurs to develop their ideas, implement them on the ground, and also scaling their business ideas afterwards. So it's a very nice concept, and it's taking place in Marrakesh. So I invite all of you to take the advantage of having this opportunity in your city to develop new ideas and convert them into businesses and scale them afterwards. The fourth step, which is commercialization and incubation, and at ISPA we created several tools to help SMEs to identify and convert their technology ideas and innovation into business. So there are lots of tools that can help you to rethink about your technology and bringing it to the market through business models. So you will find these tools as well on the part of the and we will be happy also as well to provide even more tools and information at the RFSME Summit. And I believe at Saudi Arabia University and Innovation Center, you can find advisors in the area of commercialization. And the fifth step, we have the registration and certification. It's important that for businesses to be established, and this is a public sector involvement in this discussion, is to help and facilitate the creation of certificates and the registration procedures. Like for instance, if you would like to develop a new technology for waste management or to build a landfill or something like that, it takes a long time to register your facility or business or take the permission. So this hindered a lot the development of new ideas and businesses in this market. So at ESPA, we are working with different countries in the region to help them to facilitate these procedures, automate them, and making them online. Through the online single. So I have just two elements that are mostly involved. The business support and networking. The six, which is super important for all people working in the area of innovation and entrepreneurship. The network and being part of a community is an essential element. So at ESPA, we developed ecosystem maps for the entrepreneurship and business actors across the Arab region. You will find on the part the 22 maps for entrepreneurship. Also, we developed several maps in the area of agriculture technologies, water technologies, and renewable energy. You'll find all of these maps, all the ecosystem actors in all the Arab region, every country by its specific community. You'll find it also on the card. In addition, also the women empowerment ecosystem maps in all the Arab region. So we have 22 maps across the region for each country, and at each country we have almost 5 or 6 maps summarizing the entire ecosystem. And last year we had the Arab SME Summit. It was in October, 30 October 2022 in Amman, where we brought together almost 1,000 SMEs and policymakers to exchange between SMEs and entrepreneurs and innovators across the region, and also deliver their message to policymakers. And we had this interaction between policymakers and SMEs, which leveraged a lot the partnership between the public sector and the private sector. And we are, as I mentioned, we're willing to do this summit this year in Morocco and Marrakesh. So it will be a great opportunity for all Moroccan SMEs and innovators to present their work, achieve new horizons, and build new partnerships in Morocco and beyond borders. In addition, also to be inspired by thousands of SMEs coming from all over the Arab region, which could help them to develop new ideas and new businesses. So, this is in brief, and attending the summit will help us to access several opportunities, either during the summit or also by sharing the exchange in tools afterwards. And you will find all of this information, as I mentioned to you, on the part that you are expert report. You'll find all the needed information or all the mentioned elements I presented in my presentation. So keep in mind the 7 steps for the journey for enhancing innovation that will lead to entrepreneurship, a peaceful entrepreneurship. And looking forward to seeing all of you soon. And I'm sorry for interruption and being presenting my presentation by the crowd, but I'm happy to participate, and I promise to find some that I participate, so I will try to deliver my best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Karim, for your rich presentation or rich talk and the role of ISPA that plays on the MENA region in terms of bringing private and public sector. So now we are in the RRT session. If there is some questions or comments from the audience or even from the panelists too, you are welcome. Dr. Mohammed, I have a question for the PRIMA program. If you hear me, Dr. Mohammed? You hear me, Dr. Mohammed?
Yes.
Okay. I have a question on the PRIMA program. Did you ask or did it successful case on the private sector or private company lead a project? even in section 1 or section 2.
Sorry, but your voice was not so clear. So can you please write it down on the chat and I will answer it?
Okay, I will write on chat.
Or you can repeat it, but maybe slowly, so I can recognize, because there is an echo in the room.
Okay. My question is that if you have any case since those last years on that a private company can lead a project in this program, Prima. If there is any company that lead a project as a coordinator in the Prima program.
Sorry, you said, is there any what?
Company or a private sector.
I'm really sorry, I couldn't hear clearly.
Okay, so
Yes.
The percentage of the private company that it is they make prima project in section 1 or section 2, Faisal?
yes.
Is the question?
Yes, this question.
The percentage of the private company try to create a prima project.
Now I use it very well. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay, for the percentage, as I showed in this slide, that I can share as well this presentation with you. So I need to share it with the participants. That for the first 5 years, we witnessed that around 20% of the whole participants, those 1,914 participants, 20% of them are from the private sector. I can get it right now, the analytical tool, and tell you like how many from like the enterprises or SMEs and so on. And for the budget, so let's bring it as number of participants. But for the budget share, 26% of the budget share goes to the private sector. But here, the problem is that we divide this again by section 1 and section 2, and the Arabic State Association, we witness this discrepancy between the share of or the participation of the Arab SMEs or enterprises in section 1, which is open to anybody. There is no restriction, even if you are like a small company or a big company, big enterprises, profiting, there is no restriction on section 1. So they tend to participate well in section 1, and we witnessed around 1/3 of all Arab states beneficiaries, and the budget goes to the private sector. So section 2, which have some, let's say, national regulation, is not accessible to the profit-making organization. The access national grant. That's why it dropped like from 27% in section 1 to be only, let's say, 30%. Sorry, 12% for the participation goes to the private sector. And for the SMEs, the Arab SMEs in section 2, it is only 50%, while it is like 4 times higher in section 1 because it is open and accessible. That's why we launched this workshops and negotiation with the national funding agency, the Arab states, in order to change their national regulations and legislation to be more open and affordable to the Arab enterprises and the private sector participants. Is it clear, or this is your question?
Yes,
Or,
okay. Yeah, it's very good. Thank you very much. There is another question?
Thank you.
Madame Leila Mandi, Director of the National Center for Study and Research on Water and Energy, and I would like to thank you very much for your presentation, all of you. And my question is to Dr. Hamad about Prima, our other EU projects. I was involved in several EU projects involving even a company. But the problem and the dilemma is that the sustainability of such projects. Because at the end of the project, everything is finishing. And no sustainability. My question is nowadays, if the EU or European Commission or all the staff involved have developed mechanism to sustain such project, because sometimes we will find very good output, very good solution. But unfortunately, at the end of the project, everything disappeared, and there is no follow-up. Thank you.
Thank you.
This question is to me, right? Because I hear freelance.
Yes,
Right?
absolutely. It's a general comment. There is some feedback. There is another question. The Azul company, Francisco.
Thank you, Francisco, for
Yes.
your presentation. I would like to ask you about the problem that you have with the kind of problem that you have with public and academic partnership. Thank you.
You heard the question?
I'm really sorry because
Okay.
the quality is
He
really
asked-
poor.
he asked
The problem
you-
we got with what, sir?
Yeah, I asked you about the kind of challenge that in front of you facing this the partner with academician or with public as a private.
I'm sorry, I'm unable to understand you. I'm sorry. The challenge we've got with
With public sector.
Can you put the question in a chat?
I will try.
If we can read the question, it is possible to understand it.
Okay.
or maybe you can tell me in French, eventually I can understand better. I don't know. Can you repeat in French and eventually I will
En
understand?
French, donc je voudrais savoir quels sont le type et le genre de problème que vous avez avec les partenaires et les publics, si vous voulez.
Avec les quoi, par contre?
Avec les partenaires publics. Le genre de problème. Ah oui.
All right. If I understand well, is you want to understand what is the type of issues or problem we are having with
Yes,
our
yes,
partners?
yes.
All right. So I will ask. I will need the help of Teresa because indeed she is responsible, and she will tell me, and eventually I will translate for you. All right? Tere,
¿Qué te pregunto? ¿Cómo te
¿cuáles son los problemas que hemos tenido con nuestro partner, con nuestros socios?
The problem is
Yo lo traduzco si quieres.
somos un consorcio de 6 países y 8 entidades diferentes en las que cada una tiene una especialidad diferente. Lo difícil es cuadrar los tiempos de la investigación.
Espera. There is saying me that we are a consortium of 8 countries. ¿Y cuántas entidades?
8 entidades, 6 países. 6
Sorry,
países.
6 countries and 8 entities different. And the problem is to coordinate, I guess, all those entities. Pero dime, Tere.
Los tiempos, lo más difícil es coordinar, que hay que cumplir unos tiempos para que todos tengamos unos resultados de los ensayos y poder avanzar. Y
So the most difficult thing is to attend the schedule, the programs, the times, okay? To attend all of us, I mean, because as I told you, we are 6 countries and 8 different partners, so this is the most difficult thing, yes. Okay.
claro, la investigación requiere muchos años de estudio y la empresa necesita al final del proyecto tener unos resultados que poner en el mercado, que es el objetivo que Prima tiene en esta sección, que al final el resultado llega al mercado.
Yes, the research needs a lot of years. I mean, we need a lot of years of research, but the target is for the company to have.
And if you need some question, we can share it later via the platform. So I will ask for this, as I see on the first time, the second round is for experts from abroad with MENA region, from Canada,